The Senate just failed another government funding vote. The House just canceled votes again for next week, and the Capitol is empty. This is the visitor center. So, when will this government shutdown end? It really all hinges on what Senate Democrats do. House Republicans passed a temporary government funding bill that's just a clean extension of government funding without anything in it. And they essentially said to the Senate, pass what we sent you because we're not going to be in town. So they canceled votes for this week, and now they've canceled votes for next week, too. But what Senate Democrats, in large part, except for three who've been voting with the bulk of Senate Republicans on these temporary government funding bills, say is that they want an extension of Obamacare tax credits that are set to expire at the end of this year. And if they don't expire, they would cause premiums for millions of Americans to skyrocket. And so the Senate Democrats I've talked to say they believe this is their moment to fight for the extension of those Obamacare tax credits. And if they don't do it now, they won't have the leverage in the future. Now, Hakeem Jeffries, the top Democrat in the House, disputes that. He says they don't view the shutdown as leverage.
We don't view a government shutdown as leverage. Republicans have shut the government down. And why would we believe that Republicans have any interest in addressing the Affordable Care Act?
But he also told me they are fighting to get some deal down on paper. And that's important, the idea of a deal being down on paper, because Republicans have said they're not going to negotiate with Democrats while the government is actively shut down.
Here's the problem. Some of the issues that they're bringing to the table and they're demanding immediate, easy answers for are not easy answers, and they take a long time to deliberate. That is the process.
So if that's the case, Republicans don't do any deal until the government reopens, and Democrats don't vote to reopen the government unless there is some kind of a deal. Where do we go from here? The reality is the earliest the government could reopen will be Monday at this point, because the Senate is signaling they're going to take the weekend off, try to do this all over again starting Monday. That will be their next vote. We haven't seen any Democrats since the hours before the shutdown switch and change their votes. But again, 3 Democrats are voting with Republicans right now. So the question facing Republicans is, can they pick up any more Democratic votes over the weekend? Or will there be some kind of a deal that addresses these healthcare concerns?